Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Dre and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
You can't win for losing, man. Let's get one, Rasheed. Ha! Let's get one. All right. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. You already know the vibes.
Yo.
Back at you, another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Got your two hosts here, Dre the Nomad, Reg the Prime Minister.
What's happening?
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all can be everywhere in the world right now, but y'all are here watching and listening to us. We appreciate it 100%.
Man, that used to be one of my favorite lines. I just thought that shit was so cool when I heard Jigga say that shit.
Yeah. Y'all can be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. We appreciate that. Love it. I think we're gonna incorporate that and keep that going.
Hey, why not?
Keep going. You almost out of here, man.
Oh, man.
You almost out of here.
Oh, man.
wrapped up your weekends.
Yeah.
Had the fun you could have.
Yeah.
Missed you in Atlanta this weekend, though.
Brother, man. Listen, I wanted to come, man. I just had too much on my
I understand.
I wanted to, man. Damn, I wanted to. I thought about that thing. Like, shit, them boys out there having fun.
Yeah.
You know, I'm seeing the snaps. I'm seeing the stories and all that shit. Man, I'm supposed to be like a kid looking out the window and shit. My friends outside and shit. But I'm still having a good time with my family and shit like that. Man, come on, man. But
yeah. It was a good weekend. I liked it, man. But yeah, man, I was so I already told him, I was like, hey, Dre gonna come out here, Dre will be out here Saturday. I was like, Dre gonna be out here Sunday, so we was keeping it warm for you.
I know it, bro.
We was keeping it warm for you.
Yeah, I know it. That just means that on my way back, the celebration got to be 10 times.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
And it won't be Atlanta.
No.
It's gonna be somewhere else.
No.
Be somewhere else. Maybe somewhere exotic, I don't know.
It's gonna have to be. It's gonna be cold as fuck.
You're right. You're right.
It's gonna be cold as fuck.
Right, man. Well, I mean, you got anything important that you did do? Besides, I mean, be with the family and tie up loose ends?
Man, that's the most important thing, bro. Doing that and y'all gotta excuse me, man. I'm coming down with this little summer cold, man. So I'm a little stuffy, but we gonna make it do what it do. I'm drugged up and all that crap. So excuse the voice, but yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Just tying up loose ends, dog. Again, you know, rocking out with the famo, and doing it like that, man. I mean, that's really all I could do, you know. So you know, got one last weekend. And, you know, I mean, go out, hit the street a little bit around here, but really try to take it easy, man. Just get my mind right at this point, man, and prepare for what has made I found some information out we'll talk about off air that I forgot to tell you about that kind of made it a bit more interesting for my voyage over to where I'm going.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
You know.
You know, the most important thing is just you know, like you said, tying up the loose ends, because you hate to be somewhere and all your affairs ain't in order.
Oh my God.
You got, you know what I'm saying? You got, of course, you still gonna have bills to be paid, but you still got to worry about like how they gonna get paid or how you gonna be able to pay them or whatever else. You know, you don't. And then, you know, with your belongings, your vehicle, everything else. So yeah, I mean that's the most important thing. Put, and I mean, rightfully so, you got to put everything on the back burner when it comes to that.
Right.
So I mean, understandable. Like I said, man, yeah, I had as always, I have a blast in Atlanta, man.
Yeah.
You know, we had and actually, I ain't even hit a club, like, but. You know, Atlanta, that's you can go to a bunch of lounges and basically everything a club. You go to a brunch spot and it's a club. It's trap music playing. It's loud as fuck. And so yeah.
I was in Atlanta with the gang a couple of months ago, man. And honestly, out of the whole ordeal, I had the most fun at the brunch, bro.
Yeah.
I had the most fun at the brunch, man. So yeah, you're right. People have this misconception that you got to go ball out and do all that, man. That's for
at all.
You know, that's for motherfuckers trying to keep up with the Joneses and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to go out and have a genuine time out there in Atlanta, dog, you can do that crap without spending 100, 200, 300 to get into a club, a bar, and crap like that. All that is a fashion show anyway.
Exactly. You go to a little hookah spot.
Yeah.
with food, drinks, and everything, just and have a good time.
Find whatever you want.
Yeah, and it's still crowded, it's still packed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was the main part. Like I said, we didn't do nothing big, but we had a great time on everybody, and so we'll get into the finals now because I want to talk about Stephen A. last on sports.
That's fine.
But because I had some thoughts on that actually it was echoed on another podcast I watched earlier today. But
Okay.
So the finals. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on it right now?
I feel like I still say Suns in 5.
Okay.
I'll say the last game, Milwaukee was supposed to win the first game at home. I mean, coming off of 2 losses like how they were, and the type of losses that they had, I mean, what did you expect? They're at home. You know, the role players always play better at home. Everybody
Absolutely.
knows that.
Absolutely.
Excuse me. Everybody knows that. So I'm not surprised. I think tonight, though, Phoenix will get back to the regular schedule program and put these boys in their place en route to go back to Phoenix and close this thing up.
Okay.
Well, that's what I think.
I wish I'd have bought me a Cam Johnson jersey earlier, because I would be wearing that shit.
Yeah, I'm proud of Cam.
You know, I think that might be something I look into for my UNC guys. I might purchase me a Cam Johnson.
That wouldn't be a bad
Might
thing.
get me a Kobe White.
That wouldn't be a bad thing.
Cole Anthony.
Would be a bad thing.
I think that's what I might do.
But yeah,
To these young boys.
I think you know, they're gonna have to. Phoenix is gonna have to come out and handle business tonight. That stadium's gonna be rocking.
I think they will. I'm with you. I still got 5, depending on how tonight go.
Right.
Well, of course, if tonight go anyway, but Phoenix way is going more than 5.
Right.
But I don't know, man. So let's get into the ratings.
Okay.
So I was listening to this talk show, and they said the ratings are down. Well, of course they're up from last year from the bubble.
Right.
But the ratings are down, and they were debating on whether these finals are bad because there's no marketable players. There's no marketable players. Damn, we know. Y'all, we watching Duke UNC from '95. So excuse us. That would have definitely been a damn foul on that 3-point shot. But so
look at the bottom line. You see the bottom line?
yeah.
Hansborough and Williams.
God.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh? Anyway.
So they said, you know, of course the ratings are up from last year from the bubble.
Right.
But from the previous year, from Toronto and Golden State, it's down like 27%. 27 to, I think either 27 to 35%. But so they were basically debating on whether the NBA got it right, like, oh, this shit was fixed or whatever. Are these players marketable, whatever else? You know, because it's not LeBron in there, it's not KD or Steph in there. But I think sooner or later we got to get away from LeBron and KD anyway. LeBron is not going to be in the league forever.
Right.
KD's not going to be in the league forever. Steph's not going to be in the league forever. And how else do you showcase talent with, especially all these young boys we got coming up anyway, if they're not on a big stage? Honestly, I'm enjoying the finals. I enjoyed this whole playoffs.
Okay. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I think it's one of the most exciting ever because it's no guarantee. You know what I'm saying? You're not predicting who's coming out the West because we knew who was coming out the West for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, right?
Right.
And Cleveland for the last 6 years or so was coming out until Toronto and Miami did last year. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed this playoff run. The finals, I'm enjoying Booker. I'm really enjoying Booker. I'm enjoying Cam Johnson. I'm enjoying Campaign, Michael Bridges. I mean, Phoenix' whole team is exciting to me.
Yeah.
Their team is exciting to me. And Milwaukee, not so much.
Not as exciting.
But, I mean, watching Giannis drop 40 like he do, I mean, it's, like we said, without the jump shot.
Yeah.
Granted, it's not our marquee players. They're, of course, the world is used to seeing. But I don't think it's bad basketball being played. And I don't think it's like a sleeper. Like, oh, you know, this just ain't worth watching.
No, I agree with you, man. I have enjoyed the playoffs thus far. I'm enjoying the finals as well. I'm curious to see what happens. I am enjoying all of the players that you mentioned as well. Um, More than anything, I like how I feel as though there's solid basketball being played, man. No matter who it is. We talked about Chris Paul and what he's doing and how he's playing, and so who do you have on Milwaukee's team? You got Giannis, you have Drew Holiday. Who else do you have?
Middleton.
So let's talk about Middleton, right? Let's talk about Middleton.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's talk about Middleton, right? So I can truly appreciate what he's doing for his team, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of the shots that he's making, like he is really taking, whoever is on him, defender wise, he's really taking them out back. Mm-hmm. But some of the moves that he's displaying, bro,
his footwork,
it's nuts,
amazing,
nuts.
His footwork is amazing,
and so I can really appreciate that, for him to really get off. We talked about Devin Booker not taking bad shots, no.
Right?
He does not take bad shots.
Yeah.
He does not take bad shots. So I can appreciate that. I still don't think they're going to win. They don't have a chance in hell. Mm-hmm. But I am enjoying it.
Yeah. I just think it's a new era. It's a new wave. I enjoy watching these young boys.
Yeah.
And I enjoy. I don't think next year. I think it's going to be even better.
Okay.
Because you let Morant get a little taste.
Okay.
Of course, you let Trey get a little taste.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it.
I'm thinking about Brooklyn, honestly. I guess a full year healthy.
Okay.
I think they're gonna be scary.
I think so too.
Depending on what Philly do, Philly gonna be scary.
Yeah.
Depending on what they do. And you gotta see what New York do. Of course, the Lakers gonna come back. I'm not gonna bet against LeBron because he's showed us time and time again that he can take some bums to the finals. Right. In the West is a different story, but I don't think Phoenix going nowhere. If Chris Paul don't leave, I don't think Phoenix going nowhere.
No, they have a nice nucleus, mm-hmm. man. And
if Chris Paul don't leave, I don't think they're going. I think Denver with another year. Well, I don't know how much time you get them together because that's basically been the same team they have for the last 3 or 4 years. They looking like Portland. They can't get over the hump.
Yeah.
But yeah. So enough about them. So Stephen A. You want to start this or what? Because it's two different things I want to talk about with him. Really not the old honey thing, but we can get into that.
That's about all. Listen, he ran the fuck out when he was talking about having ball players or baseball players that need translators and shit like that.
Okay,
bro. You got to calm down, man.
Yeah,
you got to calm down,
especially with all this Asian hate going on and everything else. Like that's
period.
Yeah,
you got to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
We already know this is a sensitive motherfucking. We're in a sensitive time, like basically what you were just saying.
Right.
Bro, you can't say that and then come back and try to apologize and say I didn't mean it that way. No, bitch, you did mean it that way.
Absolutely.
If someone can't talk and they need to translate, that's it. Mm-hmm. You're saying you don't understand what somebody is saying, mm-hmm. so they need a translator.
Right.
That's what you meant, bro. Mm-hmm. I didn't need to hear the apology. I didn't need to read the apology, and I don't have a problem with Stephen A. I mean, I understand his job, and
right.
He plays the villain, and he is taking on that role, and that's what mm-hmm. got him his money. And I understand it's a business. I get it.
Okay.
But sometimes things, people go a little too far because if it was something in reference to how black people did something a certain way, which we hear all the time, he's gonna be quick to jump on that.
About to get into it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. But so before I say anything, you think the network made him apologize? That
Absolutely.
Apology? Okay. So along with that, he did the apology. If our listeners and viewers do not know, we're talking about Stephen A. basically made some comments about Asian baseball player that is killing it right now, mm-hmm. and he does not speak English and. Basically he went on a small little tirade and rant or whatever you want to call it. And actually, it's not even that because that's who Stephen A. is and how he talks. But basically, talking about how he needs to learn English or he needs an interpreter, blah blah blah, whatever else.
And he's the face. He basically said it's wild that the face of the MLB, the guy that's balling right now, needs a
interpreter.
Right.
So the next day, the USA basketball team lost to a Nigerian team, right?
Right.
So he goes on a rant. He's basically talking about how sorry Nigeria is, how sorry the players is. Fucked up every name on the Nigerian roster. I don't know, whatever else. Basically disrespecting Nigeria and the Nigerians.
Okay.
Your people. If you want to say that so much. No apology. And I would play the rant, but I didn't. That wasn't in pre-production, y'all. So that wasn't in pre-production. So I don't know if you heard it or not, but I mean afterwards we can listen to it. But yes, he basically went on a tirade and pronouncing names, and he wasn't getting the names right, and he was basically like whatever, blah blah blah. Basically disrespecting these Nigerians.
Man.
But no apology came out.
Okay.
And that's on the heels of you saying something disparaging about an Asian player, and then you issuing a full-fledged apology, and then saying you're going to address it the next morning on First Take, which I don't know if he didn't because I didn't watch it. But,
yeah.
I mean, so you're giving a written statement, and then you're going to go on video, on air the next day and do an apology. But your own people, if we want to do it like that, Nigerians, skin folk, we'll say that, skin folk, you can embarrass, you can basically embarrass them or talk bad about them, talk how sorry they are as a basketball country, even though they won the game.
Right.
Mispronounce their names, slaughter them, and then disrespect them like basically saying they got fucked up names. And so many words. He didn't say that, but no apology.
All right. Well, I don't know exactly what I wasn't even tracking that he said something crazy when it came down to Team Nigeria or whatnot, man. But if it went like how you said it was, like how you said it went, man, then shame on him, dog. And at some point you gotta take this fucking role playing shit out of it, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, don't be, I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but in a sense, shit like that, like don't be selling out, man, for ratings and shit like that, dog. Like it just ain't it. Here on Unapologetic, I feel as though we'll never sell out for ratings. It's just not in your DNA. It's not in mine either. So it's just whack. That's fucking whack. You're gonna get seen regardless, man. And if you can say, if you're gonna apologize as far as the Asian community goes, then as far as the African community goes, you definitely can apologize.
Yeah. And it's a shame that we know the climate at ESPN right now, but there wasn't at least a forced apology, because I do feel like they made him apologize, to Otani. But I mean, it is what it is. I just felt that was interesting when I saw that the next day, how he basically went on a whole, tirade bashing the Nigerian players. Here's something I found interesting. I wanted to get your thoughts on it. I was listening to a couple podcasts, as I do. That's what I do on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, listen to podcasts, and a lot of them was addressing this. I think it's an issue that G Herbo had with his baby mom, and then
let's talk about it.
Tristan and Lamar was going back and forth about Chloe and some other shit. So, just as far as in the your ex, a new person in their life, like all these people was talking about, like, nah, I don't give a fuck who it is, whoever my ex is with, that ain't my guy. We got issues, we got beef. I've never understood that aspect, so I was like curious on it, and as to why so many men feel like that, like, and it might be women feel like that too. Like, my ex is my ex. That's how I feel about it. My ex is my ex.
Okay.
If whoever you with, it don't bother me. I don't necessarily think it's an issue. It should be an issue unless it's something still there, and you feel some kind of way because now they with them.
It's a territorial thing, man. That's just what it boils down to. In my opinion, it's a territorial thing, and that's the nature of the beast. You know, fuck them, fuck that person, fuck that man, fuck that woman, shit like that, fuck them, and that's just the way people think, man. It ain't necessarily got to be like that, dog. It don't. But also too, I think it has everything to do with how the relationship ended. I mean, you have some folks that may not be as confident in themselves and feel like that the person that they were with is an upgrade from them.
Okay.
Which in turn will make you jealous, which in turn may or may not cause problems, which goes back to, that self-confidence, man.
Okay. And probably somebody can't let go.
For sure. So.
But I don't know. So I mean, are there principles and rules to it? I mean, I don't know. Like,
are there principles and rules to?
I guess far as in you, the ex, and that new person.
And we're not talking about what we talked about last week. Like, as far as like the conversation, I'm not quite understanding what you.
Like, so as far as okay, a lot of these niggas do goofy shit anyway. Like,
okay.
my ex is my ex. So let's say me and you don't know each other, right?
Okay.
You're dating my ex, right?
Okay.
She posts a picture on IG. She's bad. Let's say I leave a heart emoji and some other shit like a lot of these niggas do that are in the limelight.
So you're talking about so we're using the Lamar and
so yeah. Let's talk about that. Yeah. So now, I mean,
you overstepping your boundaries there, buddy.
I think so.
Yeah, you're here.
But and I hate to cut you off, but so when I was listening, a lot of these niggas like just because we decided like we ain't working right now don't mean we're completely finished.
I mean, and that may be true, but in that time, in that moment, if Tristan and Chloe are together, I don't know if they are. Are they together?
Nah, I don't. Well, from what I heard, they're not.
Me too. So Lamar can say whatever the fuck you want to say,
and there ain't no limitations on. Okay, even if we are taking a break, if Shorty or the guy decides that, look, I'm gonna start dating. It don't matter. I mean, it shouldn't matter to me what is in my mind or if I think it's over or not.
I just think when it's over, if it's like that and it's over and that person moves on, right? Said person moves on. Like, you got to be easy on all that extra shit, man. You got to. It's just a respect factor, dog. You got to be easy, but you don't have to respect the motherfucking thing. If you want to be a savage and bring the smoke, that's on you. But me personally, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it.
That territorial shit is I don't know. It in itself is, I mean, whether it's an ex or somebody that you just say, hey, we gonna take our break. We gonna do this. We gonna figure out what's going on. To me, if you start dating, it's a wrap. You already made the decision.
Okay.
If I see pictures of you out at Benihana's or wherever else with somebody else, I mean,
say the proof's in the pudding.
I mean,
moving on.
What you think?
I think if
I mean, you might ask what's going on, but
yeah, I think for that moment in that time, man, and if that's what it is, and you all are exploring other options or exploring other people, then hey, okay. Then you just can't sit in the back and just be like, all right, well, I hope this shit fucks up or fucks over, like or this shit is just, you're hoping that goes sour so that you can get your shot. No, you gotta live life.
Right, I'm with you.
You gotta live life.
I'm with you.
But again, like I said, that C word, like I said, it's all about communication. And two people that love each other, and you got the what ifs and all that. You gonna talk about that type of shit.
I just thought that, like, because it was like three or four podcasts I listened to, and they basically like is from the man's aspect of it, like it's not over until I say it's over, and me and homeboy got problems.
That's just
because
that's just knuckleheads. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. We adults here, bro. We adults. That's some child's play shit. Like, that woman don't belong to you, sir. That's not your property, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You it was an interesting little piece to it, conversation. But someone was saying, a lot of that shit is due to a lot of these men don't. Well, if it's children involved,
okay,
a lot of these men don't want to see their woman with somebody else, or even potentially another man raising their child.
Well, that's just stupid, because at the end of the day, when you break up with someone, or you and someone break up and you have children, you understand that is a high possibility, because everybody wants someone,
and it's in the plan.
Yeah,
right. Because so if we gonna say the nigga fucked up, then that's on you anyway, because you did some shit that took you out of that equation.
Right.
But there's a lot of these niggas that are holding women hostage, gaslighting or whatever else, because they don't want to see them with somebody else, and they don't want nobody else around their children, which is,
again, that's stupid.
It's very stupid. Unfortunate at that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and I guess that plays into spinning the block as well. Like, just
okay. Well,
being engaged with
tell the good folks what spinning the block means.
Going back to exes, or entertaining, or I guess redating.
Okay. Revisiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's is it just sexual encounters, or relationships too, or both?
Are you asking me if that's what spinning the block is?
And well, as far as when you hear that phrase or that term.
When I think spinning the block, I think of revisiting a relationship. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's in reference to
so that
relationships.
You said sexual. Oh, okay. So relationship. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, my thoughts on spinning the block is, I don't do it.
Okay.
I think we talked about it before.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily entertain exes. Well, I don't entertain exes at all. I ain't gonna say necessarily.
Uh-huh.
Whether it was I've been married once. Whether it was my the woman I was married to. Nope. Won't do it. And it's no. I mean, we ended on a sour note.
Okay.
But it ain't, and we have the greatest relationships right now.
Okay.
We co-parent well.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel like there was a reason it didn't work.
Okay.
And true indeed, we may have grown and matured from that time, but it's nothing I want to revisit. And I feel like that again, with all exes.
Okay.
I just feel like my time with someone that ended, it ran its course.
Okay.
But how do you feel about spinning the block?
Well, I think like you said, like, different strokes from different folks.
Mm-hmm.
One, two, there could or could not be a growth period, man. I think if the stars align, then I think it's okay. Ideally, when you do break up with someone, or when people break up, like, of course, you're thinking in your mind, like, all right, well, I learned this, or I took this from that relationship, and it's time for me to move on. And that's okay. You very well may do that. However, I'm not the type of person to just be like, hey, I can't rock out with this person later on in life because I already rocked out with them. Because they could be a completely different person.
Granted,
the things that I had to fix as a man, she could have fixed as a woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it could have been little small details, or it could have been big shit. I don't know. Okay. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to automatically say it's going to be something now. Not every motherfucker.
So because I had a question for you, but I'm still gonna ask you though.
Yeah, not every motherfucker. That's because some shit just ends bad. I think how you end has everything to do with it. Okay. That's what I think. I think the reasoning for why it ended has everything to do with it. Let me say that.
Let's say someone cheated on the other. Let's say you got cheated on.
Sheesh.
Is years later, you know, y'all been kind of like cordially, gradually talking to each other on social media. You know, you may like a picture here or there. She may like one of yours, you know, and y'all just started talking, and you know, she, you know, mentioned that, you know, she still thinks about you. Sometimes thinks about, you know, y'all being back together or getting back together again. You know, tells you how sorry she is for whatever happened. You know, she cheated on you, whatever else. Now, she's showing you, telling you that she has grown.
Okay.
She's changed as a person.
Okay. What do I do with that?
Yeah. How does that come across to Dre?
I think honestly, man, I think that if before I buy in, you know, I think it'll be a trial period. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, whether I let it be known or not, I think it'll be a trial period where I'm feeling you out, and I'm trying to see what you got going on. You know what I mean? Before I take the shit serious. But I mean, at this age and this time, I can't really say that I would be like automatically no. It all depends on the person. It all depends on what's going on. You know what I mean? It all depends on who it is, honestly. For me.
Okay. So.
Now, 10 years ago, it would have been like, fuck no. If I run across this chick, I might.
Now, even at this age, you know, as I'm gonna use your quote, another man that tasted your cookie.
Yeah. Right.
On your watch.
On my watch.
You was captain of the boat. So quite possibly there could be down the road there could be a reunion. You know what? That is a very mature and grown answer. I can't necessarily say the same about me.
Yeah.
But no, I'm serious. Like no, I can't necessarily say the same thing about me because. And I mentioned this as you know, somebody I had a conversation with on the phone yesterday. I can't necessarily say that I've ever been cheated on. To my knowledge, I don't. You know, I haven't. I don't know.
Okay.
To my knowledge, I mean, it quite possibly could have happened.
You're saying you don't know that your relationship ended because someone cheated on you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know if I've ever been cheated. Right. Yeah.
Right.
But so I don't know exactly how that feels, that hurt, or you know what goes through your mind.
Okay.
The emotions, all that stuff from being cheated on. So I mean, I guess it's kind of hard for me to say, you know, oh, I'll take somebody back, or I wouldn't, or you know, whatever else. So, because I've never been through that pain before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I have.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you have a little more knowledge and experience in that
yeah.
you know in that department. So honestly, I like me right now thinking about it, never going through it. I would say nah.
Right.
But
and I get it.
But I'm the same nigga that, you know, I have cheated before, and
That's the part.
and as for forgiveness, but I don't think I ever expected nobody to take me back. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I can to keep my relationship intact. That's toxic, huh?
Keep it that way. Keep it that. Hold on now.
That's toxic, huh?
Hold on. So when you was kicking that shit, you did not, in your mind, you did not say, man, this motherfucker gotta, look at what I'm doing. This motherfucker gotta take me back.
Well, no, yeah. So that's what that was my instinct. Yeah. But I never like
expected. You say you ain't expected.
Well.
Yes, you did, Reg. You did expect it.
Okay. You said that, yeah. Yeah, you said that.
Oh, yeah. You definitely expected. I'm going to do this, and she got to take me back.
You said that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I was going to go with. Like, we've cheated before, right?
Uh-huh.
We've cheated, right? And we've cheated, honestly, we've cheated on people that were very special to us, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not even talking about necessarily you and I, but we can put us in there. Okay. I'm saying, you know, people in general. You've cheated on someone that in your mind or in your heart you felt like was special to you, right?
All right. Uh-huh.
So later on down the line, since we're going with that, like the maturation process is supposed to happen, right? It's supposed to. Mm-hmm. So in that, you got to understand, like, if you're thinking to yourself, hey, well, I'm human. I did that because I'm human, or I did that because I was missing something. And then on the other side of the fence, man, it's got to be an equal playing field, dog.
It does,
It's
but
a hard pill to swallow, however.
So why do you think we have that mentality? Like,
What mentality?
As far as what we're talking about. So
The dog and hydrant.
right.
The dog.
I might, I fucked around, but she got to take me back. Like I'm gonna fight, but let's say okay, she fucked around. It's a wrap. She gave my cookie away.
Yeah,
it's over.
It's dogs and hydrants, man. You know what I mean? It's dogs and hydrants, and I think we talked about that. OG told me about dogs and hydrants, man, many moons ago. But basically, if if what's yours, as in a man's mind, what's yours is yours, right? If another man comes around and he gets what's yours, automatically it becomes trash, or it's not necessarily wanted as much anymore. And that's just how guys think. You know what I mean? I think that, but I also think that thought process or that way of thinking is going away. Excuse me. I think it's going away. And I think it's going to now. Men, I talk about men. Men are just saying these chicks out here are just trash.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I think it's going.
I got you.
Yeah.
I follow you. Also, well, it's gonna take more thought for me, but I honestly and I have 2 girls.
Yeah.
Me and their mothers. Actually, I have. So my oldest daughter, me and her mother, our relationship was very rocky and crazy up until hell, I want to say foul all day.
What are you doing?
But up until I want to say maybe her sophomore, junior year in high school, maybe.
It's a long time, man.
I mean, and as you know, I had.
Yeah.
My daughter stayed with me, so I had full custody of her. So,
right.
I didn't really have to deal with her mother a lot.
Right.
Just when she called or whatever else. And me and my youngest daughter, me and her mother has, a great relationship as far as in co-parenting.
Right.
So, but I've never had the urge to even, entertain one of them. I don't. I don't know. I don't know if it's something mental, a block that I put there that this is something I don't do, and I don't think about. But I don't.
Well, the reality of it is, if it's not there, it's not there, man. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't necessarily have to be there because they're the mother of your children, bro. If it's not there, it's not there. If it's a person, if that person or said person is just it for you, or you feel like it's it for you, but it didn't work out, then that's one thing. But at the same token, like it doesn't mean just because you have my baby doesn't mean that we are meant for each other. It doesn't mean that at all. We see that shit every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. A lot of relationship talk. So I was actually thinking about myself and diagnosing things, and I've been single for a long time.
Okay.
Even just, far as in like, well, I was in my last serious relationship was back in, I think it ended in 16. And it's 21 now, so that's 5 years.
Was that long ago?
Yeah. 16.
Did you?
It ended at 16.
You did it with that?
The summer of 16.
Wow.
That's the last serious relationship. So I was thinking like, I'm gonna let you play therapist. Everybody, Dre is a therapist. He's my therapist right now. We gonna talk.
Wow. Well, I know a little bit about a little bit. So
yeah. It's been that long. So I was thinking, far as but I've dated. I've been dating since then, and I've dated some good women, some great women. Now that I think about it, you know what I'm saying? When I think about some of the qualities and how this woman was, I've dated some good women within that time.
Okay.
Why it hasn't happened, or anything serious hasn't happened, it didn't involve or mature into other things, I honestly don't know and can't really like put my finger on it.
Okay.
But I have. But so I thought about it, and far as in just selling down or AKA getting out the game.
Okay.
Right? Because that is something I want to do eventually.
Okay.
And it probably should have happened by now. But I think, I may have been looking for the quote unquote perfect woman.
Okay.
Far as in, okay, like I said, I've met a lot of good women and dated a lot of good women in that time frame.
Right.
But okay, as I know, you can always find something wrong with somebody.
Yeah.
So
it's on everybody, yeah.
Not just telling me, but just anybody else. Would you say, okay, look, you got to find what you like,
okay,
and get out the game, or you need to wait around until you find someone that checks all the blocks that you're looking for?
Okay, this is what I would say. First and foremost, you have to make sure that that you know who you are, right?
Okay.
First and foremost, you gotta know who the fuck you are, man, and what you bring, and what you can no shit bring to a relationship, right? And then you gotta ask yourself, okay, based on the last serious relationship that I had, am I truly and fully 110,000% over the events that happened in that relationship?
All right.
That's 1 and 2, right? Then you, like you just said, and I think one and 2, I think that's something that us as people, as humans, man, it takes a while. It takes a while, and it's no time stamp on it, or for how long that could take.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not. So I did not think to myself after that. It's like, all right, after those 2, then you say to yourself, what qualities do I need in a woman? What qualities do I need in a woman? No shit. What qualities she needs this because they do it to us. We won't go there. But,
okay. Okay.
What qualities do I want in a woman? Boom, 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 boom. Right? What qualities what don't I like in a woman? Boom, 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 boom. Whatever it is, right? Whatever those things are. And I think you just gotta get out, sit back and date and, learn someone. And if you are wanting to get out the game, so to speak, then you gotta give a chance. You gotta give women a chance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gotta give them a chance, and that's scary. That's scary.
Very.
Because if a motherfucker play with your heart, you can be ready to fuck some shit up.
Right.
And I get that.
I can say that. Yeah. Yeah. You can say that.
Yeah. So I think more than anything, since I know you, I know how you are. I know the person that you are. That's what I think for you, big dog. I think if you are ready to do that, it's got to be on your own terms. It's got to be in your own time. Nobody can tell you about you but you.
Right.
You got to be willing to say, okay, I'm going to take this woman serious. That's what I think.
Okay.
And if you can, and until you can't, and I also feel like you gonna know when it's time. You gonna know when it's time to take a motherfucker serious. I think, me knowing Reggie, I feel as though in my heart that you are going to know when it's time to take a motherfucker serious.
All right.
I know you. I know you will, and that's what I think. And maybe, no offense to anyone that he's dealt with, you watch. I'm sorry, baby. I'm not throwing any shots. Maybe it just wasn't right, or it's just not time.
Okay, so let's talk about that. And actually, this will play into a question I was going to ask you anyway.
Okay.
Because, like I said, a lot of these women that I have dated within the last 5 years were good women, and probably were, relationship-wise, was probably good for me. And it probably could have been something that matured, and we, could have, been more, than we are now, because we're not nothing now, apparently, because we're not together. But, so, being that they didn't check every box,
Okay.
that's something that is my problem. Because now that I look at it, or we talk about it, so do you honestly think or feel like you gonna find somebody that check all your blocks?
Absolutely not.
So
Absolutely not.
So that's probably a hurdle that is holding me back then, because I'm looking for or was looking for somebody that checked every block then. But I guess there were certain blocks that are non-negotiable probably.
No, now I know that about. That's what I'm saying, and that's for everyone. And that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. Like for instance, I know at the end of the day, a motherfucking Beyonce can walk through that door. If she got a pack of cigarettes, you ain't going.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that.
Right. You got it.
You ain't going.
Right.
But that's a no shit. Hey, no, nigga, no. Nigga, no. You know what I'm saying? I know that.
Right.
But no. Also too, it's a give. I think it's a give take ordeal, man. And is it realistic that someone has has a check on every single block that you have? I don't think that that's realistic.
No, but so when dating, do we necessarily I think that's something that we all don't look at. Like we'll find, and maybe that's a trait that is bad because we'll find. Well, a lot of us will find that one thing and be like, you know what? Nah, this ain't it right here. You know what I'm saying?
If it's one of those no shit,
well,
I don't fuck
one
with
of those. Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's different. Are we talking about that, or are we just talking about
something
that comes about and you're like, nah, I can't fuck with that?
It could be in general because I think you do have people that are, you know what? I've been hurt so many times, or I've been through so much shit.
I deserve what I deserve.
Yeah, I deserve what I deserve. Or you know what? I'm going to get out this shit before I get hurt.
Yeah. That type shit right there. Now, I think we all go through that.
Or I'm gonna hurt you before you hurt me.
I think we go. Yeah, I think it's one or the other. I think that goes back to number one that I said, man, making sure that you are healed.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Absolutely. So you're right.
You got to ask yourself those questions.
So I'm gonna tell you this, and actually, me and my homegirl Cherie, shout out to Cherie, we talked about this. Honestly, a lot of times, but I mean, this is something that I know off bat about me in general. Okay. This is something I know about me.
Okay.
I know that getting into a relationship, that there are going to be ups and downs.
Yeah, for sure.
There are going to be agreements, disagreements.
For sure.
But me being single as long as I have and not having to worry about arguments, ups and downs, and all this other shit, like right now, I know, my mind frame is once shit happen and we get in an argument, disagreement, I don't got to deal with this shit. You know what? We good.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't gotta take your shit.
I don't have to fuss with nobody. I don't have to argue.
Yeah, get the fuck
It's
on.
good.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta talk no more.
Right.
But I know, like, once you get into a relationship and you love somebody, that's shit that you have to work out and talk about.
Yes, sir.
But right now, that's I know, like, that's something, when I get in a relationship, I know that's something that I'm gonna have to keep in the front of my mind. I'm gonna have to work on and talk about. But right now, my mind frame is, I'm good, nigga. We don't have to talk about nothing. I'm not arguing with nobody, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's one main thing about me right now that I know for a fact that I have to check and fix when I get in a relationship. And also, I'm going to need that woman to understand that and work with me too. Like, listen, Reggie is not going to argue with you. Mm-hmm. And women, they don't like to let shit go. Mm-hmm. When something happened, it's going to be that, yeah, you're going to keep talking about it. And I know me, we cool.
Yeah, don't talk my head off.
Yeah. I'm good. And I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But I know in a relationship, that's something that I have to literally put thought in. Like, you know what? Okay, but it has to be a cooler head that prevail. Like, let's talk about this. So let's do this.
Excuse me. So, while you're saying you're ready to settle down, or you're ready to get back into these relationships, are you ready to give that up?
Give what up?
Are you ready to give up the fact that when you're in a relationship and someone feels a way, there's disagreements, that they say their piece, you say your piece, but you don't give them the axe? Are you ready to do that and have to look at that person the next day, or a couple, not even next day, a couple of hours later, or a couple of minutes later?
Sleep in the same bed that night.
Sleep in the same bed that night.
I feel like that. And I mean, You never know till it happens, but that's how I feel. I mean, it's gonna be hard. Just the transition.
So I challenge you then. I challenge you, my friend. I challenge you. So because the last thing I want for you is to say, hey, I'm ready, and you be involved with someone, and you like, all right, because I mean, you're not no little boy. You're not gonna just be like, all right, it's gonna be my girlfriend and we boyfriend. No, you ain't gonna do that. But I challenge you. The next time you're in a heated argument with whomever you're dealing with or whatever the case may be, even if it's not serious, talk it out and don't give them the X.
Okay.
Don't give them the X.
Okay.
Because I know you. You gonna call me. You gonna say yeah, blah 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 blah. Square. Yeah. I know that.
Yeah, I ain't talk to such and such in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Right. I don't know what the fuck on that motherfucker.
Right.
Not
at all. Right.
I challenge you to go to the other side of the fence. Since you're saying you're ready, we gotta test ourselves before we let someone else test us.
You are absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta test yourself before someone else tests you. So that's my challenge to you, my friend. You get into a heated conversational argument with whomever said person. You got to see it through, my boy.
You're right.
You got to see it through, my boy.
You're right. Hey, there's only one way to find out.
There's only one way to find out. And that's when you're going to know. That's when you're going to know.
That's a charge. There's no restriction lane in there.
Absolutely
but anyway,
but
whatever.
y'all
gotta excuse us, few months. But yes, I mean, we'll see, man. But I do think that that is a key step in it, like realizing and noticing where your flaws are prior to.
Damn.
And I know that's one of my biggest because I'm not arguing with nobody.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest. I know that. Like I'm quick to. I hate to say give up or forget. Well, well, give up and let the shit go. But I am. Like I am. I'm quick to. Okay. You know what? There's no ties here. I don't owe you shit. You don't owe me shit. There ain't nothing holding us together. There ain't no paperwork. We good.
That way.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I do realize that that's something that I have to fix within to be able to sit down and not just give up on something and be like, you know what, we ain't gotta look, we good. We ain't gotta worry about this. And just talk shit out. But I think that's something that being single for a certain amount of time period gets you at. Because like I said, you're actually dating and you're not like in serious relationships to where you actually have to go through certain things and like work shit out and talk to people. But I mean, hey, realizing is part of the battle.
Yeah, bro.
Getting there.
Bro, it's tough. It's a tough game. It's a tough, dirty game out this motherfucker, man.
And to close this out, so relationship wise, you being with a woman, of course, you're the king, she's the queen.
Okay.
This is something I always say, dating wise. The woman that I'm dating, once I do get in a serious relationship, whether we're dating or we're married, I never want her to put me on a pedestal.
You don't.
Or I never want her to put me on a pedestal to where this, I'm above everything. I'm the perfect guy for her. I'm the perfect guy. I'm this, I'm that. Or as some people say, look at me as a god or whatever else. Because I feel like when people do that,
the
expectations are not even just the expectations, but definitely the expectations. But you are not allowed room to fuck up.
Expectation. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
So once it does happen,
Phew.
Where do you go from there?
Shit. The hell.
To hell
on their tab.
So we on the same page as that. So you feel the same way. You don't want nobody putting you on a pedestal or of course you're gonna be her king, she's your queen, but you don't want to necessarily be crowned or looked at as God. Like, this, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck no. Fuck no, leave me out of that shit. Cause I'm human. I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fuck something up every day. It might not be something every day in our relationship.
Okay.
But I'm gonna fuck something up every day.
Okay.
I know that about me. I'm gonna do something stupid every day. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Right.
And I'm talking about in reference to. Let me be clear. Unapologetic Nation. I'm not talking about in reference to a woman. I'm not talking about in reference to a relationship. I'm saying, period. Look at the camera here. Period, point blank. I know that I'm going to do something dumb. I told you this was the game. I'm going to do something dumb to where it's just like, what the fuck was I thinking? So, I'm not perfect. So don't put me in the perfect... In the perfect bag, in the perfect bowl. No.
So I had this conversation with a lady. You know this lady. I'm not gonna call them names.
It's fine.
But and that was one thing I said. Like, when I am with a woman, I don't want to be looked at like as, or put on a pedestal. I don't want to. Of course, I want you to treat me better than you treated every other man or whatever else. I want to be this, I want to be that, but I don't want you to give me. I want you to give me the room to be a human.
Okay.
And the room for error and mistake and fuck up. Like, I don't want you to think about, think that I can't make mistakes or I can't do this, because once you do that, then how do I recover?
Right. You
know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily think once you fall off or once you get knocked off that pedestal, or she takes you off that pedestal, can you get back on it?
It's hard to recover, man. It's hard to recover, dog. It's hard to recover from that. It's hard to recover, man. It is because honestly, you know what? In my younger years, I've been put on some shit like that. Oh, you're so dreamy. You're so this. You're so that. And the minute that I showed that, I was a young boy. You know what I mean? Or I did what young dudes do. It was hard to recover. You know what I'm saying? It was hard to recover. And in some instances, I didn't recover. You feel me?
So if you feel like a woman is putting you on that pedestal, do you stop that? Do you tell them, like, listen, of course you got all the confidence in yourself. I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? If she tell you, listen, ain't nobody ever fucked me like you do. Ain't nobody ever did me like this or whatever. But we, ladies, we tend not to believe that because we feel like what makes me so special than whoever else. But so those words are kind of shallow these days.
Yeah, it all depends though.
But yeah, it does. But so I mean, when you feel like you're being put in that position to where you can't make mistakes, how do you intervene?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because I can't answer it, honestly. I honestly don't even know the signs. Honestly, I think you can kind of recognize them, when, keywords or, things that are said or done. But, like I said, you always want to be that man or the man to your woman. Right. When she tells you, hey, listen, ain't nobody ever made me come like that, or ain't nobody ever done this or done that like that, you know what I'm saying? You always going, feel like you are the man, you the nigga, But do you downplay what she say? Nah, stop lying, you playing,
what? Okay, so all right, let's break this thing down real quick. So when it comes to sexually, I think that's a little different. I think when it comes down to the sex piece, you got some women that's gonna say this to their man. You got some women that's gonna tell their man that they're high and mighty. You got some men that's gonna tell their woman that they're high and mighty. That's I think that's something completely different, because at the end of the day,
yeah, you're absolutely right.
We all got our go-tos, and in your mind, your go-to is the one that's gonna make this shit's gonna get real when I go to my go-to.
Right, yeah.
Shit's gonna get really, really real.
Right.
And it could not be true. That's one thing. But I think when it boils down to like certain attributes about a person, you know what I'm saying? and saying that, hey, well, you're so dreamy, or how innovative you are when it comes to other things, or comes to certain things, and all that builds into, well, there's no way that he can fuck up, or there's no way that she can fuck up because she's this way, because she's smart, because she cares about me, because she's this, because she's that. No, shit happens. And when you get put on that pedestal and shit happens, like, again, it's hard to recover from that. I got homeboys. I got one homeboy in particular that I will not say his name on here, but he knows, he'll know what I'm talking about, because I know he listens every week. Good dude, solid dude, straight up and down, great dude, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I take gems from this man. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm pretty sure that his old lady, obviously his old lady seen, that he was a good guy, saw the attributes, saw that, this is it. Like, this guy is solid. Like, this guy is everything to me, right? Man got caught up with Ratchet. Okay?
Okay.
Girl got caught up with Ratchet. Girlfriend legit now. Girlfriend legit got caught up with a Ratchet. So what you think that did to her?
Devastated her, but it put that nigga in it took him off this pedestal and put him in the basement.
I'm talking about, this is to society, this is a high value woman.
Okay.
High value woman, right? And but he got caught with the bottom of the barrel joint.
Right.
Took him off that, like you said, took him off that pedestal. Will he recover? Did he recover? I'll leave that alone. That might be giving away too much information. I'll tell you off air, but I'll just say the road traveled was hell.
And why? Because
of that pedestal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of that pedestal. Don't put me on the motherfucking pedestal, because I'm not. I'm mortal, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm mortal.
A lot of people don't think that way and realize that, like, they want to be. I think you can be loved and adored and everything in this relationship without being looked at as, like, what actually being put on that pedestal, like to that person, like, you're everything, like, you're everything I ever dreamed of, you're everything I ever wanted in my life, blah 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 blah. Because I think once you start getting in that mind, and you should think that, but I think you have to, I guess, tone it down to how you do it, because you do want to, regardless of how you feel and how you think, you want to allow somebody room for error.
Facts.
Because they are going to make errors. Like, we are not. But I think, going in a relationship, none of us never want to think that or feel that way. Like, we're with somebody that's going to fuck up.
It's just a matter of what type of fuck up it is, though, man. You know what I mean? Like,
so,
what the fuck, man?
So give me one.
Besides cheating?
Because we just talked about that. So, I mean, you said at this age and time frame of your life, like, I mean, later on down the road.
It's still a fuck up, though.
It's still a fuck up. But, so, is that something recoverable?
Yeah, I think so. I think, a fuck up. Letting those, the name calling, letting those some of the name calling, letting that shit fly. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, when they get mad, boy, that tongue gets sharp. That tongue gets sharp now.
Oh, women, y'all know how to cut a motherfucker deep. When
Men do too now. We do too, but they do.
Yeah.
People do. I ain't gonna even throw them in that pot by themselves.
Well, a woman,
she can't do it physically, so that's the way she's gonna go when she
yeah,
wants to cut.
But so as a man, once you find yourself into a woman in a certain way, you are automatically, talking to her and telling her things that you really don't tell other people.
Vulnerability.
So she knows where you really vulnerable, will really come at you.
She gonna
really
go for the jugular. Yeah.
She gonna always go for the jugular.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it's gonna always be some, your mama or your daughter or I mean it's like when women hit, they hit.
Yeah, they hit.
They hit.
They hit.
And it ain't no mistaking about it. Like They go for it's haymakers. Ain't no little jabs. Ain't no little jabs. It's straight out the gate haymakers.
I agree.
Back and forth, but yeah. Yeah, man. I do think that being put on a pedestal is something that is definitely not anything that we should be doing particularly. Well, for me, don't do it for me. I don't. Other men may want to. And actually, I listened to this, and this came from another podcast I listened to earlier today. And this dude was talking about, basically he was saying that's where he wants to be put. He wants his woman to, worship the ground that he walks on, because he's gonna do the same thing with her and everything else. I don't want the ground I walk on to be worshipped. I don't want any of that stuff, because with that stuff comes everything else. And like we said, the main thing that comes with it is the room not to fuck up. And me knowing that I'm human, I am gonna fuck up. Whether it's and we're not even necessarily talking about per se cheating. I want to be able to be human.
Yeah.
And looked at as human, and not but still be that same great person that you fell in love with or whatever else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it shouldn't, but yeah. Yeah, I think the little things, people, we all have pet peeves, but I think the little things should be able to get through the little things. I think so. But yeah, I agree with you. That pedestal shit, man. Please don't do it to me. I don't want that shit
at all.
I don't want that shit, man. Cause I'm not gonna put you necessarily in that light or where you can't fuck up. Like, nah, that's just stupid.
Yeah,
it's dumb, man.
You don't want to. Yeah, but everybody, thank you for tuning in, listening to us. Sadly, this will probably be the last time you see us in the same location, podding together for a couple months.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we ain't going nowhere.
We're
still gonna be giving y'all material. The days might change up due to time differences, but we still gonna be going at it, because this is something that both of us love to do.
For sure.
And actually, this brings us closer. Our talks, and we're not gonna be able to talk like we want to or need to, in the next couple months anyway. So this is definitely that. This bridges the gap.
For sure.
Absolutely. But yeah. You got anything there for you leave out?
Man, shout out to all the viewers and all the listeners thus far, man. We really appreciate you, and we appreciate the support, man. Like, subscribe, share, please, if you will. Shout out to the home team. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my kids, man. Shout out to all my loved ones, man. The people that really fuck with me, man, and that's been here since day one. Who ain't folded, who ain't never left, who ain't never judged, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate, them being there for the journey that I'm about to go on, man. As always, man, mental health is real, man. We may not be subject matter experts, but Reggie and I, we both know a little bit about a little bit. If we can help you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please tap into our personal DMs. You can tap into the Unapologetic Podcast DM, man, and we'll get you the help that you need. My dog, I'm gone. My nigga.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
But
you already know what it is, man.
Right.
Business trip, man. We gonna make this thing happen, bro. Other than that, dog, I'm gone.
Absolutely. Just to echo what Dre said, thank you to everybody. We appreciate the listeners, the viewers, all that good stuff. And this is something I just thought about. Follow our Unapologetic Podcast IG. And for our listeners, we don't put it out there, but it's always on the YouTube page. So for our listeners that don't know, that just found us scrolling through Spotify or Apple Podcasts or iHeart or wherever, it's Unapologetic the Pod, all one word. You can find us on IG, follow us, and also you'll find our personal IGs on that as well. Give us a follow, shout us out, do whatever. Leave us some comments, even some topics that y'all might want to hear us talk about.
Right.
Y'all can do that. But it's Unapologetic the Pod, all one word. We appreciate everything, the love, support, all that good stuff. And we coming up on that year mark, so we still doing it. I mean, a lot of podcasts, statistics say a lot of podcasts don't even make it to episode 25. We on, I think, 47.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
whether something happened, it's a breakup, it's something in the group, but
25 is the number. The magic
25
number.
is the number. I think 20 to 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Analytics.
analytics, that's what it say. But yes, we appreciate all the love and support, everybody that tunes in and watch us, whether you started listening to us back in August or this is your first episode. I mean, we appreciate it. I mean,
For sure. Thank you.
indeed. But as always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Traded Nomad, Reg the Prime Minister. We out of here.
Take it easy,
Catch
man.
y'all later. Absolutely. Yes.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.